Welcome back. All of the info is at the end of the video and some tips and secrets. Welcome back, Divine Feminines. We're here to do your psychic update, and I have decided to go more on the oracle side of things from a psychic perspective this week. Yes, we have weekly updates as well as the live sessions, and it's funny that we do have some really interesting messages coming through. Now, I have gone into the oracles, and I will build the energy up as I'm looking at it. Number one, the first message I'm getting is to do an energy clearing of your aura. I do feel there's a little bit of psychic attack energy going on, and I do feel there's something to do with your appearance, your energy, and how you're directly feeling personally about yourself at the minute. That can be going through a transformation and a change. The cards that I'm seeing at the moment are talking about the fact that you have particularly had a lot going on. Now, you do have the sacral chakra in reverse. You can feel as though you have no interest in BS. You maybe have no energy. But in the evening, you may find that you're actually wide awake. Now, the two crystals that come out, one was in reverse, one was in the upright. So I feel from a heart-centered energy, you know, it is activating your heart chakra, but symbolically it's saying your body's not reciprocating. So it's almost like as much as you want to be open to love, as much as you want to do, there feels some sense of, you know, wall that's blocking you at the moment, and you don't quite know why. And I do feel this is an external energy. I kind of feel what you're not aware of is you are in alignment. You are moving through this new portal into this potential communication, connection, and movement, especially for those of you that are in the connection. But it feels like there's some sort of block or some energy coming at you that you're not quite sure. So I would do a gene removal. So we have sacral chakra, which is all to do with your power. It's all to do with intimacy. It's to do with things that you have this intuitive nature that something is coming. Something is coming towards you. Something's going to go down, which I do think it's to do with next month's eclipse. And I feel it's more to do with the temptation, the desire. I do feel there's a spiritual test at the moment. It's funny how some of these things from a psychic perspective are actually playing out already in the month of April instead of May, but they are going to be karmically judged as we move over. So it feels like a bit of a spiritual test being sent in Divine Feminine's way that we do need to be quite cautious of. My mind and emotional body are balanced. I am attracting people. Now, I'm going to pull a clarifier on this because I kind of feel there could be a bit of a karmic test for Divine Feminines, especially because the eclipse is in a placement that can be about disclosure. We did just have the full moon in Libra, and what I'm seeing psychically, I'm going to get into the cards in a minute. I'll show you the crowning energies. It's about walking your truth. I do feel you're kind of changing the way you're looking at a circumstance, especially relating to Divine Masculine. I do feel there's temptation energy, but again, your body's trying to come into alignment. The other thing that this card says is my body and my mind are balanced and I'm healthy. There's something in it that's not, and I do feel there's a bit of a psychic attack energy here trying to block you because you feel things moving, but something doesn't feel right. Now, I do feel this can be a third-party energy, playing a bit of BS, maybe doing a bit of black magic on you. Do a gene removal. They're also synchronistically in energy. It's almost like some of you could be picking up on some psychic downloads that something's about to go down. Okay, let's see the card. What we're moving away from is something to do with family. Okay, you may think it's all done, it's all dusted, something about families coming up. That can be on your side or their side. I do feel ultimately where you are, you kind of feel you're moving into your own purpose and mission. You're very focused in your life. You're very, very much looking at, I'm hearing the term a whole new world. It's very romanticized. It's very, and it doesn't mean to say you're feeling fantastic, dolls. It just feels as though you're being very practical, and you've got to be careful of trust. Now, when we talk about trust, It's not, I'm paranoid, I'm scared, I've got to keep everyone at bay. But I do see, because you have infinite love for individuals, there could be a particular individual you need to be a little bit wary of. And if somebody from the past is coming back and they have really shaded you, your intuition's always going to tell you how to react. And I feel that's what the card's really saying. It's like, look, there's a group energy, someone who was really close to you. I don't feel this, for some, can be linking to divine masculine, but for others, it can be. Guard yourself in a sense of being observant and try anything once, right? But also have infinite love for yourself. Know that there is everything always happens for a reason, and trust the process. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Let's get into it. Okay, we have forgiveness here in reverse. Okay, there's somebody here in the mix that feels that you've forgotten. That feels that, yeah, they could be coming in. They're trying to talk to you. This could be an individual surrounding your direct connection. Someone who's trying to get gossip off you. Someone who's trying to get information. This can be stalking your profile. This can be watching you on social media. It could be trying to look at you through your family. But I do feel, you know, because you have maybe been like a ghost. You've been gone, doing your own thing, focusing on your own path. I feel for some, this is two individuals. This is someone that is a bit jealous of your path. They're kind of hoping maybe you've been having a hard time, but they're also kind of a bit envious of how you are, how you look, and what you do. This individual does want things to go back to the way things were. It's almost like this addictive tendency to BS. They're wanting a situation to go back to the way it was. This particularly for some of you could be a friend that values you quite a bit, but also maybe harbors a little bit in insecurity and jealousy. This also could be on divine masculine side, relating to the karmics, which they're directly feeling. You know, that may be like a ghost, you were gone, and it's okay that you've moved on in your life. But again, it's not really. This is what's coming through. So the feminine karmics, I feel, are embodying this frequency, and you're embodying it. So I have said this all week. Be really careful tuning in to your counterpart if they are in a karmic relationship. They also do not directly need to be within the relationship for it to affect your aura, but you will pick up on it. There is a question mark over, I feel for some of them, if they have broken up with this individual, I feel for some of them, they're actually feeling that maybe you're being intimate with this individual. There's also a question mark over whether they can get this path back and they can get this individual back. They're a bit worried that even though you may not be with this individual for some of you, that's still there lingering and haunting them, and it's not quite where they want it to be. There is a circumstance happening in their life. There's paranoia that communication has come towards you, and if you do directly get communication coming through from a karmic, or you bump into an individual, they may act like they don't know what's going on, but I feel psychologically you know the deal, so you'll be able to trust your instincts of how to actually address this. I'm hearing the term give less. And what do I mean by that? Okay. They're kind of showing me that it might be necessary to be very careful what you share with this individual. It might be acting a little bit, this is such a interesting way of describing it, acting dumb, you know, acting like you don't know. You're really matter of fact, very simple on the frequency. This person has angst towards you. So I'm hearing the term poker face. Yeah, I'm hearing the term fake it. And it sounds dodgy, but that's what I'm hearing. Don't give your power away. Don't give this person any information. I feel they're fishing. And I do feel you might bump into this individual and you're just really holding your head high. I don't feel that you're worried about any which way. I also feel some of you are going to get some gossip in relation to divine masculine. But again, I feel it's false. I also feel there could be some individuals that are trying to get you to see a different side of the fence, and it's always necessary for us to look at 360 of these circumstances. Some of you are feeling questioning in relation to the integrity of divine masculine. Some of you have been considering going down a different path. Oh, God, okay. Those of you who have been, this is the message. Be careful who you're trusting, okay? Sometimes, what's the term? Wolf in sheep's clothing. There's another individual. They could look like a knight in shining armor. They're a knight, okay? They're not a king. They're not an emperor. They're a knight, okay? This person feels like a player. Now, I'm noticing the fairy, and it's like, please, come into my layer. Come into my, they look like they're dynamite. They look like they're gold. Step back from the painting. Have a look at the circumstance. This can also be twin, but I'm really feeling for 80% of you, this is a separate individual who maybe has been there spiritually for you. They may have heard a lot of stories relating to this. They may have known that you're single, for those of you that are single. And even those of you in the connection, this still can't happen for you. I am physically seeing that this circumstance is like, they don't know what's going on. They're gauging the situation. I'm hearing the term wolf dressed up in sheep's clothing, like looking innocent on the surface, very Neptune and Pisces. Now, I feel around this time, I do feel divine masculines coming through. I do feel for feminines there is sort of a comparison going on. It's almost like, do I turn left? Do I turn right? Could my knight in shining armor be around the corner? I feel if you're having a deja vu, please pay attention to the signs. Please listen. Because I feel there's a circumstance. You're going in where angels fair to tread. It may look all pretty, but you're going to have a deja vu moment. I feel if you're... this deja vu moment can be towards a betrayal and a circumstance of where divine masculine came in. For others of you, it could be almost feeling synchronistically it's a spiritual test. This is serendipity, please. I feel it's linking to this night. Yeah, you've been here, you've done that. Okay, you've been there, done that. Don't do it again. I'm hearing, you've seen this before. Don't go down the rabbit hole, okay? Don't go down that rabbit hole. Be very, very careful. Because I'm hearing the term clicking your feet, wanting to go home, go home. I feel for some of us it might be that we do need to be very careful of the energies this week that we do need to mix with. We need to be very careful. We need to be very aware. This could be happening at a function. There could be a meeting at a function. There could be a memory relating to a previous situation that your twin went back. This could be a karmic they went back to. This could be triggering. It's a time frame. They're showing me a direct time frame of a circumstance that previously happened between you and the divine masculine. I don't think this was a nice experience. Yeah, it might have caused a bit of room between you. Some of you are feeling if this person's in a karmic relationship, it's to the end of days. Okay, there's something going down with family. I feel something's going to be revealed. There could be a gathering. For those of you in no communication, I still feel you're going to feel it. You could have this intuitive feeling that something's shifted. I do feel there's magic on you at the moment. Please, please do a gin removal. Okay, in the past, what they're showing me is there was a group of individuals that did cause angst towards you inside your connection, okay? This might have been friendship groups, it might have been circumstances, could have been family or karmics. It's almost like, yes, you kind of feel synchronistically these patterns are coming up and it's moving a lot faster. I feel around the total eclipse there can be almost like something's coming out of nowhere. And I feel this can be a sudden event. this could be something that's already kind of planned. I feel you just want to go into a hermit mode. I feel you're trusting your instincts, but you also feel that you can't be in hermit mode for the rest of your life. It's kind of a, you know... some of you, especially those of you that aren't in communication with your twin, what you might find is this week you might get to a state that you really just want to go into hermit mode. You want to go to bed. You just don't want to be around people. I feel you're kind of feeling the energy of divine masculine, because the card for you relates to a 9, and the card for masculine relates to a 9 as well, which is all to do with hermit mode. I do feel both parties here are really reflecting of each other. You need to trust your instincts, guys. There's a message that your guides are trying to give you. The circumstance of a 3D is giving you a chain of events. Both parties who are feeling very unprotected, but they're feeling very protective towards the connection. I feel whatever this is, I do feel divine masculine sticking up for divine feminine. And it's almost like you're trying to find a way that you directly can be together. Yeah, in the heart of hearts, like, you know, it's almost like when something bad happens between both parties of twins, divine feminine or divine masculine can judge it, but they can take it quite harshly if externals do interfere. So generally it does take a situation like that where both parties actually turn directly to the individuals involved and say back off. And I kind of see this happening this week. Okay, what are their feelings? They've got something to say, and whatever this is, it's almost so gut-wrenching. Whatever it is, it's kind of like they've got something to say to you. And it feels very overdue, because I keep wanting to cough whenever I'm trying to speak the words and I'm channeling the masculine in this mix. Okay, the karmic is attempting to block communication. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. We are going to go into the extension. It's not working. Okay. I'm getting third eye headaches. I feel this week they're going to feel your energy. You might have a bit of an emotional purge, and I kind of feel they're tapping into it. Oh, man. I don't know how Divine Feminine's read has turned into a karmic read, but I literally am getting so much white noise coming from the karmic. We may go into the extension in a minute. I'm actually seeing some real messed up things happening in relation to Divine Feminine linking to karmic, okay? The karmic has a grievance against you at the minute. You're protected, okay? You might need some tips on how to remedy this, because I almost feel this individual, they know that this connection between both parties is very, very strong. There's a lot of envy here. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of insecurities, and there's a lot of negativity being projected onto the direct connection. They do not want you to be happy. They do not want you to be happy. They want to hurt you. Okay. Divine Masculine isn't like blind to this. Divine Masculine is aware of this, because it's actually happened to them too. But I would definitely do a Jinn removal. Yeah, they're trying to block the path. This is very interesting. I don't think it's working. Okay, we've got Flame Tree. I feel Divine Feminine, if you're working, you're going to get this message coming through, but I feel you felt quite run down lately. You might have had body ailments, aches, pains, could have had water blisters. You tend to get synchronistic signs. You get third eye headache, your demeanor can kind of change. That's usually how you know you're having a physical bit of magic happening on you, so to speak, which never works permanently. Psychic attacks, okay, relating to this connection. You guys are having fair-based frequencies coming through. They're trying to plant a seed of fair. They're also trying to do a binding spell, but it's not going to work. Okay, what's the outcome of this? There's something kind of happening. They don't want this. They don't want this to start. Like it's coming, but they're not wanting it. So usually, prior to reunion, you do get a lot of psychic attacks, okay? You do. They all come out of the woodworks. You're directly protected, but you directly need to know. It doesn't mean that that situation is easy. It doesn't mean that these circumstances won't play out and can't look negative, especially with the astrology coming up. We're going to go into the extension. I'm going to clear the tech. I'm going to pull feminine and karmic energy. I'm going to give you the remedies to sort it. I don't feel at the moment your masculine's the issue. We will next get into divine masculine's energy, and definitely we will have updates on Fridays and Wednesdays in the members hub. But I'm going to have a look deeper into what is going on, and the reason why this is coming up more than likely is because there's a bit of a breakup or a bit of jealousy going through this situation. Come through and have a look, and I'll see you on the other side. Come through and join our notification hub on the website at Yildiz Readings 5D. Never miss a notification. Do click the link directly below and it takes you straight there. Very separately, we do have free star sign subscriptions and twin flame, as well as the paid version where we dive deep, and yes, we have duo packs. The duo packs give you free meditation tracks that are hosted via the website with up and coming education content. For a personal booking, you can go directly below. We also have the webinars coming up. So if you don't want to miss such, visit the website. Otherwise, I'll see you live throughout the month. Please comment on the video. It shares it through the algorithm, and thank you, and I love you all so much for being part of Yildiz Readings 5D journey.